Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parts Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today we're going to be changing it up a bit and we're going into another profession, arguably the most underrated and unappreciated profession in the automotive industry. They play a vital and key element of the supply chain in the automotive industry. As a matter of fact, everything in our very existence right now was made possible by movers and truckers. We are going to go a little bit into the lives of the guys who make it possible for us to move around regularly. And today's episode is entitled A Trucker's Remorse. Not so much the deep thought of it, but to highlight some of the disadvantages they face on a day-to-day basis. We're going to be highlighting a couple of videos from a TikToker named Truck Pooler. He has over 10,000 followers and growing, and he has been going about interviewing truckers on what is it that they face on a day-to-day basis. So as the saying goes, it doesn't matter how bad you think you have it, there is someone else in a worse position. Let's get right into it.
How long have you been truck driving?
I'm Slim.
How long have you been driving truck?
20 years and 2 months now.
20 years and 2 months. What is one thing you like about truck driving, and what is one thing that you don't like?
I like going to new places and leaving old ones.
Gotcha. Do you ever find it, do you ever have issues trying to find overnight truck parking?
Daily. I drive at night, so I don't have to worry about overnight parking. A lot of these truck drivers out here solar powered, and they want to drive during the day and sleep all night, so we share that parking space. We just kind of alternate like two roommates that can't stand each other.
So eventually it is called working smart and not working hard, but these are some of the tricks you pick up once you're in the profession for a very long time. It comes with the experience.
All right. More and more people are turning to trucks. Truck driving seems to be the catch-all for the word unemployment. More and more people turn to trucks, all walks of life, all ages. NAFTA, we got 3 countries worth of truck drivers driving in America, even though 3 countries worth of truck drivers do not drive in Canada and Mexico. All right? More and more trucks keep getting added, but not enough real estate gets added for people to park. A lot of the truck stops have turned to reserved parking spaces only. I feel like if truck drivers can't park here for free, we just won't bring you the food that you don't grow here for free or the building materials that you don't harvest here for free. One hand should wash the other and both should wash the face.
So the next time you walk into any establishment, whether a supermarket, a barbershop, a hairdressing parlor, or the local Walmart, everything that you will see inside there was made possible by a trucker. So we're going to go into another video to explain a little bit deeper into what transpires in their personal life.
Is there any challenge of being a truck driver? Like, what's kind of your major challenge or kind of difficulty?
Well, the challenge that I have is, being away for quite a long time, especially being an owner-operator. If something happened to the truck, it comes out of my paycheck, and I pay for it. And sometimes it's really, really expensive. Yeah, very expensive. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, and also getting cheated on because you're far away from home and your woman home and somebody gonna be loving her. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I won't get into that personal part of it, but I have a brother who is a trucker. He was a long-haul, heavy-duty truck driver, and for 3-4 months out of the year, he was on the road, not being able to spend time with his daughters, his wife, or at home any at all, because he's out there trying to provide for the family. This is part of life growing up and some of the decisions we make, but also it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do in order to put that bread on the table and keep the roof over our head and keep the clothes on our children's back. And this other video is going to tell you exactly what they have to do.
So, all right, so you said a challenge was the government. They're nickel and diming you. Can you kind of just explain how?
You pay your IFTA, which is an extra tax you pay for using the roads, and not only that, they charge you tolls everywhere. So everywhere you go, like I go out to the East Coast, it's about $600 every week just in tolls. It's something I've already paid for. Plus you pay extra for the fuel for your diesel. They tax you everywhere you go. You pay your heavy highway tax. You're not allowed to use parking at a lot of places. You're not allowed to use certain lanes, but you pay extra more than anybody else for the road, and then you pay tens of thousands of dollars in taxes, and you barely make ends meet. And I'll make $500,000 this year, and I'll walk away with $60,000. And a lot of that's with the fuel prices and the amount of paperwork they put you through. Everybody is nickel and diming the trucker. Everybody.
If they break down on the road, it doesn't matter where they are, in the middle of the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere. A mobile mechanic has to go there to perform mechanical duties to get that truck on the road.
Here's my perspective on trucking. Every day, a truck driver puts their life on the line. Truckers die in accidents at the rate of about 2 per day, every day of the year. We miss all the fun stuff, like concerts, recitals, sporting events, etc. We miss out on major life events and the accomplishments that...
I mentioned this earlier concerning my own brother, and he's unable to attend some of the life-changing things that is happening with his family, and the inability to get there because he's so busy out there trying to provide for them.
Our children make. When we do get the opportunity to make it home, what we usually experience is resentment from our kids for missing all these things. We're disrespected by the motoring public, talked down to by shippers and consignees. We're blamed for all mix-ups by the companies we drive for, and we fight through fatigue and illness to get our job done. So why do we do it? The answer is simple. At the end of the day, when our kids have a roof over their head, designer clothes on their back, food in their bellies, and whatever hip new electronic device they wanted, we get to watch the woman we love smile when the kids say, "Thanks, Mom."
Well, we're not going to beat up on the kids. They get to appreciate it later on in life, but by that time, it's a little bit too late. If I should take it a little bit closer to home, while I was working in the Caribbean, usually in Caribbean countries, you will have one dealer per country or per island, and some of those dealers were multi-brands. In order to get the new vehicles to the showrooms for customers to come in and purchase, when the ships come in, we'll go about recruiting drivers to go down to the wharf, sometimes spending hours at a time there, get the paperwork done, because in every country the jurisdictions are different where the laws, tariffs and regulations are set about, and we'll have those drivers spending 5, 6, 7, up to 10 hours driving those vehicles back and forth from the wharf to the dealership and back again. And this will all be done by the sales manager or the marketing manager in charge, because at that time they were wearing multiple hats. So usually when people see cars driving around on the roads in the Caribbean, they don't know what the work entails getting those products to you so that you can enjoy the finer things in life. All I'm saying that, and one of the reasons why I have this channel, is for us to be a little more appreciative and grateful for all the things we seem to love and enjoy. Here's another insight. If you're a young man or woman coming up over the age, just hitting the age of 21, being a truck driver is also a benefit that you can have. If you're just starting out, it's one of the few professions that can help you to become a millionaire much faster within a 5-year span. However, the advantage you have is that you won't be paying rent, you'll be living on the road constantly, and you'll be going from province to province or state to state. This gives you the ability to save all your money. The disadvantage is that you'll be living in your truck and be subjected to the elements depending on where you're located. But in all, it does comes with a lot of benefits in the long run if you're tough enough to stay the course. If you look at a long haul truck driver average salary in Canada here, 2022, the medium annual rate is $49,174 per year, or $25.22 per hour. Entry level positions start at $46,020, and then it has the breakdown here based on the province. New Brunswick, $57,500, Alberta, $53,908, Nova Scotia, $49,925, and this is coming from catalent.com. There is long haul and there is short haul. Long haul tends to pay a lot better. You can be short haul if you want to stay closer to home. Over in the United States, according to ZipRecruiter, the average base salary for a company long haul driver is $64,210 per year. Salary ranges from $30,500 for newer drivers and small carriers in rural locations to $96,500 for drivers at big carriers with decades of experience. So the longer you're in the business, you'll understand the ins and outs, the pros and the cons, in order to get to the highest rates. Again, it's one of those professions we should be highly commendable for and appreciate going forward. So let me know what you think of this video by leaving your comments below. Remember to subscribe to this channel so you'll get the notification whenever a new video drops. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.